Здравствуй, дорогой друг, ты на канале MoseusPlay. Это Harry Black, Hogwarts Legacy, его новый внешний вид. Я тут чуть-чуть посидел, посмотрел, что есть. В итоге вот такая красота. Отличные перчатки. Великолепная маска на лицо. Есть, конечно, такие очки, но мне кажется, с маской он выглядит куда круче. Самое главное — рукояти палочек. Мне кажется, в новом обличии красный дуб, сердечные жилы дракона и удивительно хлесткое звучит как-то в другом плане. И намекает на нечто другое, я не знаю. Но прикольно, хорошо. Поехали. Так, что по заданиям? Что-то непонятно, нифига. По карте. Так, ну Яндекс Такси я опять потерял, наверное, GPS. Он не может никак, блядь, указать на точку, поэтому полетим так. Ну, вроде мы на нее и телепортнулись. А, нет. Че смотришь? Дай кису поглажу. Вау. Так, давай теперь с тобой поговорим. Говорить будем, нет? Ну, не хочешь, как хочешь. Так. Куда бьет точка? А я не понимаю. У меня почему-то эта карта вообще какую-то боль вызывает ужасную.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Хорошо. Нам советуют находить время на друзей. Замок. Блин, а я думал
It's
ку.
time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummies.
Так, финальный турнир. Летим на него обязательно. Надерем опять кому-нибудь его волшебный зад. И пойдем дальше делать квесты.
I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Future champion coming through.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me.
Да
in
чего
my
вы так все
classroom.
накинулись-то? Нет, я не буду ни с кем, не хочу я карту открывать, игра, нет, я хочу сейчас повоевать. Почему ты такая душная, а? Не хочу я, не надо игра, блять, нет, отвали. Почему это так тупо сделано? Все, спасибо. Мне надо будет, а сам найду задание.
Hello,
Поехали.
Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
5-3.
That's the spirit.
Бля, 4. Да вы охерели, что совсем. А, я же огонь не поставил, или стоит?
Confringo!
Protego! Levioso! Incendio!
It's the one.
Levioso! Accio!
There goes my way. Take
Levioso!
Like a winner.
Надо было вот этого добить.
Levioso!
Come on.
Incendio!
Бля, не то.
Levioso!
Что они все в ФК стоят? Игра глюканула, мне кажется, да?
Leviosa. That's all you've got?
Accio. Incendio.
Leviosa.
You're better than that.
Accio.
Leviosa.
Ну, прям избиение какое-то.
What to do?
С манекенами тяжелее было.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough for competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned a tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Хорошо. Еще есть какой-то, да, здесь смотрю.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Ну давай,
That'd be
почему нет?
brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Так, поехали.
Accio. Incendio.
Leviosa.
Excellent form.
Accio. Incendio.
Good one.
Accio. Incendio.
Leviosa.
Accio.
Ну почему? Я же нажимаю все правильно.
Nicely done. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to...
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult... Seriously, well done. Try... Even though you won the tournament.
Так, ну отлично. С ним закончили. Что-то еще есть, смотри, рядом.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
Да, ты как хотела. Так, там можно, в принципе, по заданиям куда-то слетать. Блин, до тебя бежать прям надо. У меня питомца еще нет. Ну, давай попробуем добежать, не знаю. Как попроще-то будет, откуда? Отсюда, наверное. О, отсюда. Может, нам питомца наконец-то дадут. Заодно посмотрим, как тут внешка. Прям неплохо. Ну, в принципе, тут убежать-то всего ничего получилось.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
А кто здесь может напасть? Кстати, зачем бежать по дороге, когда можно не бежать по дороге, правильно? Можно пробежать по травке. Для ног полезно.
Wonder who lives here.
Так, надо зажечь костер, во-первых.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be
Блин, а
on your
почему их сейчас таких прям наивных, честных рисуют?
What's going on here? Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now, but they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however.
Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Странно вообще, что волшебники в Раковинку еще не дали по голове своими волшебными палочками.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi, speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Достал свою волшебную палочку.
You there? I see you.
Incendio.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ну, давай поболтаем.
Get over here, you presumptive!
А, да, что-то я забыл, что нельзя это отражать.
You'll take this.
Tell Rookwood to find you himself.
Все, на атомы просто разорвали и все.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Согласен, вообще обнаглели.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that MallowSweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
MallowSweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The MallowSweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
Так, ну давай
I brought a
попозже.
trunk chock full of MallowSweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Я у тебя мальву, конечно, возьму.
This trunk?
Yes, Take plenty, even if you already have some.
Да я все возьму.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
А как мне бросить? А, сюда.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious
Revelio.
about these pyres.
Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Levioso.
А есть что-нибудь зеленое у нас? Нет? Ничего нету вообще под цвет. Блин, ну а я-то что, откуда знаю? А, вон там что-то есть, что-то горит.
Revelio.
Что с этим сделать?
Levioso. Lumos.
Perhaps a spell might help us.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Почему это, интересно, все не с первого раза как-то срабатывает? Ну ладно.
Curious. The pyres are back where they
Protego.
started.
Incendio. Revelio.
Ну и? Ну давай я сверху постою.
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
А, все, ё-моё.
Incendio.
Да как так-то я ж успел? Все.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Так, а
And
что
do
нам
be
это
careful
дает?
out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Ну, очевидно, ничего. Так, тут этот... А, испытание Мерлина, да? Ну, пока подождет, а... О, хранилище сокровищ. Не, это надо взять. Подожди, это питон. Вот, я сюда хочу теперь. Полетели. Так может сейчас питомец будет?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Что знакомая тележка. А эта телега случайно не гоблина? Так, это вы у гоблина телегу сперли, да? Засранцы малолетние. Так, там есть что-то еще? А что есть, непонятно, ладно. Ну давай иди вперед. Боже, как же это надо раздражает, вот это как-то затупаете.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Давай, давай, давай. Здесь никаких ресурсов нету. Ой, ты какая милота, смотри. Блин, они катаются, что ли? А что с ними делать? Ну-ка, иди сюда. Ну иди сюда-то. Где твоя мордочка? И поскакали, да? Прикольно. Так, ладно, значит без питомцев. Давай смотреть, что есть. Задание. Украденная тележка, полетели. Там вроде как тоже можно будет кому-то ввалить. Я прям сейчас кому-нибудь хочу завалить за милую душу. Ох, как далеко-то, ёпт. Не, ну это без питомца, это хер знает сколько лететь. А что за волк? А, ну это Хоксмит. Боевая арена даже темных искусств уже открылась, я так понимаю. Хорошо. Да, мастер культурологии полетели. Куда здесь поближе-то? Может, кузили сварим? Питание, нифига.
It would be harder dropping sharing.
Так, зажжем костер.
She growing Punja's onion again.
Какое зеленое чудо.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look
Нормальная
forward to
такая
growing together.
роза.
How
С волшебной
thrilling it is to have
палочкой и
everyone
маской.
back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Бедные мандрагоры. За волосы взяли, что-то вытащили куда-то.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself?
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my staff.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Так, и вы реально еще 9 минут сидеть ждать, что ли? В смысле?
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in
Ну все,
Wiggenweld
ладно.
potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to...
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just a thing. Come back and see me when you're finished.
Сейчас посадишь какое-нибудь растение. Где? Сюда, не сюда, куда сейчас ведет.
Hello.
Чё?
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice work in
Там
defending
китайскую
the dark
капусту
arts
какую-то
by
надо посадить, да?
Excuse me.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Huh. Here we are. Home of the champ. Go on. Grab a few of them. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the
А, можно все взять?
They'll do the rest.
Ну, губа не дура, возьмем все. Атаковать манекен. Чего?
Look at that. Faster than anything they can get their mouths on.
Перехилсон.
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Ну все как бы.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Trust me, Leander.
You were. I mean, dogweed and death. You get the idea.
Так, опять тонна бесполезных этих разговоров. Они даже, блин, озвучили скучно. Как-то безэмоционально. Просто люди по факту текст читают и все. Зачем тогда это надо было делать? Так, костер. Костер. Или он уже есть здесь? Но нет. В чем не сгорает? Ну, я этого вообще никогда не пойму.
Reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
And good.
Thank you, Professor.
I think you'll come to see that the... Well, I suppose that...
Бадьян, 6 минут. Сейчас такая табличка вылетает, да? Заплатите 100 рублей, чтобы ускорить этот рост Бадьяна. Его бы я бы орнул бы в этой игре, увидев такое. Так, что есть дальше по заданиям? Внешние виды, да нафиг мне внешние виды. Опять что ли? А, это ЗельеВаренье уже. Где они? Пойдем варить зелье без проблем. Блин, в тайную комнату попасть бы. Сейчас после ЗельеВаренья в тайную комнату идти.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Так, где кострище? А где кострище-то? Угу, вот он. И сюда, да?
Maybe Aura's or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident.
Professor Black would never allow it. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Ну, сейчас мы ему сварим какую-нибудь отраву.
Even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was...
Хорошо.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor shot?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be... I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a...
Pleasure to meet you. Wait,
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurance potion. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient.
I suspect that's where I come.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather.
Ну, в принципе, одно перышко, ладно.
As long as you're certain shot.
I assure you he won't. Fooper feather. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back.
Так, ну, пусть потом с нами поделится. Мех дворняги. Дипроту. Распоряжение 31 декабря 1975 года. Бракоборческий центр. Тема Гоблин и Беркас. В последнее время возле магазина Гоблин и Беркас наблюдается нездоровое оживление в неурочные часы. Особенно после полуночи. Черному ходу заставляет подозрительного вида сверки. С учетом репутации магазина мы решили увеличить число мракоборцев, ведущих наблюдения. Вы входите в их число. Ждайте дальнейших указаний. Все, ничего больше нельзя потаскать.
Here's the Fooper feather.
Brilliant! Thank you. You should get back to brewing your...
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it?
Так.
The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening?
Он сейчас
is that
взорвется.
supposed to... Ah! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Блин, ты у себя в комнате не мог это делать. Ну, серьезно.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Endurance potion.
I'm surprised you had the
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I confess I was skeptical.
I'm glad I was able to meet.
A rare occurrence. And you do well, in addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine their pay particular. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice. That'll be all.
Хорошо.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Так, у кого-то можно будет потом потаскать их, да? Так, что дальше по заданиям? Я. Блин, капусту случайно кинул.
Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't
Да
know
подождите, вы что вот так накидываетесь, что? Так, погнали. Где она? Скроп знает, что вы отыскали книгу, в ней ведь чего-то не хватает. Скроп считает, что привлекать лишнее внимание опасно. Скроп оставил еще одну записку, она лежит в кругу камней за мостом. Будьте осторожны, никому не говорите об этом. Окей.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
А с этими ящиками можно что-то делать, нет? Может, его выкинуть можно? Как вперед его пнуть? Никак? Никак, ладно. А где-то здесь должна быть записка, вот она. Ну, хоть как ты можешь взяться, нет? Да, игра, ты издеваешься, что ли? Ну вот. Мне что, на сундук что встать, что ли, надо подобрать ее? Ну что за бред? Да что происходит-то? Это такой бред вообще. Вы почти на месте теперь спуститесь к тыкам, неподалеку от круга камня. Записка будет в одной из них. Вы можете помочь несчастному. Такой бред. Ну я ж могу магией ее взять. Зачем мне, блядь, ебатня это с коробками? Логика игры ж рушится. Да ёб твою мать.
Down to the water's edge.
Так, заброшенный причал, да, но мне сейчас он пока не интересен. Задача профессора Гекарта, да. Где она есть? А я же хотел еще в этот слетать, да? Тайную комнату. У меня вопрос, а почему она не отображается на карте? Комната непонятная, ладно. А, блядь, игра, ну где задача профессора-то? Или практиковать использование урок для уклонения, она также хочет. То бишь, это надо накопить как-то, да? Блин, а на манекене никак это нельзя было сделать. Пойдем сюда.
Revelio.
Закрыто, закрыто, закрыто. Так, наконец-таки метла, что ли?
What are you doing out here? Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent. Outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class, Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant.
Что делать?
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio.
Ну ладно.
All in the wrist.
Akio.
Ща, подожди, парень, КД будет. Как тебе такой, Илон Маск? Да что такое-то?
Didn't think you were a match for me. Akio.
Что за херня?
Try to beat that.
Akio.
Стоять! Вот так вот, на тоненького.
Nothing to it.
А ты типа такую подставу делаешь, да? И как мне это теперь тянуть? Типа мне надо сшибать нафиг во все шары. Не, ну так нечестно, он, блядь, взял, заставил все.
I've seen worse. Wait, did I win? I won.
Дай-ка мне еще разок, я тебя...
Care to go again?
Давай, сейчас я тебя быстро.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Да, тренировка. Взял, заставил, все. И радуется.
The ever-changing game.
Так, ты опять все заставляешь, да?
All in the wrist.
Раз.
That was one for the ages. Akio.
Что-то рановато я тормознул. Ну ладно, тоже пойдет. Он, кстати, сотка должна быть. Нет? Странно. Да че прибить-то, друг? Уже проиграл. Кто здесь папочка в маске? Все, свободен, короче. Я думал, что-то интересное будет, а ты мне все позвал шары катать. Давай, пока. Да, потренироваться мне. Так, хорошо, давай на этом закончим. Я за напильником, ты можешь ознакомиться с другими сериями на канале. И, конечно же, увидимся в следующей серии.